I've recently had a realization about loss, and I just wanted to come here and share a different perspective on loss. We lose people in our lives, and when we lose people in our lives, we think they are leaving us because maybe they got a new job, or they are moving to a different country, or they just started doing something different and something new to elevate themselves in their own lives. And they are no longer around as much, and they are busy elevating themselves, busy doing something to change their lives. And a lot of times I had found myself feeling like they think they are better than me now because they have a job, or they are better than me because they are doing this or that. And it wasn't really because they are doing better, that's why they are moving away from me. It was simply because they are moving and changing frequencies and doing something different that is elevating them, and I am stuck in one place. I have recently found that I am surrounded by a lot of people who have potential, and I see these people who are very smart around me, who have these great ideas and different ways of thinking and of seeing things. And I always think, why are they not doing so much for themselves? Why are they not in these amazing places? And I've realized that you attract what you are, and what that means is I am seeing people who have potential but are not fulfilling their own potential. And that is a reflection back to me that you have potential, but you are not fulfilling your own potential. That's why you feel like the people around you just have potential and they're not doing anything about it. And recently, I had found myself cutting some people off out of my life. And that doesn't mean I hate them or I dislike them, but because I had to cut them off because I was starting to now move towards the potential that I know I have. And because I am now working to better myself, and I am no longer just holding this potential and doing nothing with it, I'm actually working to fulfill or reach the potential that I know I have. The people that are around me are no longer feeling like the type of people that I want to be around, because they are still stuck and sitting and not doing any potential. And then I realized that some of the friends that I had lost contact with, some of the friends that I felt had left me behind because they had been bettering themselves, they had been working on the things that they want for the betterment of self, have left me behind because I was simply not moving and they couldn't take me with me. We were no longer aligning, we were no longer in the same frequency because they were elevating and I wasn't. I was still holding on to potential and not doing anything about it. And I think it's important for people to understand that sometimes you lose people not because you are a horrible person or because they are a horrible people, but it is simply because you are just not doing anything with your life. People are moving and people are doing great things and elevating themselves, and you are no longer aligned with those people. They leave you behind. You are no longer in the same frequency, and their time in your life is no longer they can no longer be a part of your life because you guys don't have the same values anymore. You guys don't have the same principles anymore. You are just simply standing in that same frequency. And I've found myself cutting people off. And not because I don't like them anymore, or I hate them, or they did anything to me. I cut people off because simply they are no longer aligned with the goal that I have for myself. They are no longer aligned with the things that I'm trying to achieve for self. I no longer want to be the girl with potential. I want to actually fulfill my dreams. I actually want to see the things that I think about, the things that I dream about, the things that I've always said I want to do. I want to see them in this world becoming a reality. And I cannot keep people in my life who are not working to fulfill their own dreams. Because then, when you are sitting around people who are not growing and you are trying to grow, it's easier for them to pull you down and keep you from actually chasing your own dreams than for you to pull them up and make them realize that they can actually fulfill their own dreams if they actually took the time to actually focus on their own dreams and start building themselves and bettering themselves. Sometimes you're losing people because you are simply just sitting in one place and not doing anything about the potential that you have. It has nothing to do with anybody doing anything, any jujus or anything spiritual. It's just like you are not working. You're just sitting in one place. And when you're sitting in one place, you are not staying the same. You're actually going down. And if you want to grow, you need to constantly be working on yourself, constantly be building yourself. It's the only way to grow, and it's the only way to get closer to the things that you're trying to achieve in your own lives. So I realized that I lost people in my life because I was simply sitting there and not doing anything with the potential that I know I have. And sitting there and having these dreams and having these great ideas, but not doing anything about it. Then you are stuck, you're not growing. I wasn't growing, and they had to leave me behind because we are no longer aligned. We are no longer the same person. We are no longer have the same principles. We are no longer aligned. If you want to grow, you have to surround yourself with people who are doing the things that you want to do so that you can learn from them, and so that it makes it normal for you to be working hard to achieve those things. If you're not surrounded by the people who are doing the things that you are doing, you will find that you get discouraged because nobody's actually doing the work that you're doing, and you feel like you're doing too much when you are actually not doing anything. It's just that you are comparing yourself to people who are not doing what you're trying to do, and you can't grow in that way. So that's a different way of looking at loss. Sometimes you're losing people in your life because you're simply not working on yourself. Look at yourself, be honest with yourself, actually find out if you are doing the things that you're saying you're doing, and clean out your space. Are there people around you doing the same thing? If you're no longer aligned, then it doesn't mean you have to keep those people because they've been in your life, you've been friends forever, or they are your family members. Yes, love them. Everybody deserves love. You love people, but you keep it moving. You keep going and chasing your own dreams. You keep working on yourself. Keep surrounding yourselves with things that are bettering yourself, things that are getting you closer to the dreams that you're trying to achieve. So I just thought it was a really interesting way of looking at things, and everything that I speak about is things that I'm experiencing. It's my own truth, and I've realized that the more time I spend trying to understand my own self, it makes it easier for me to understand the world around me, and it makes it easier for me to navigate the world around me and decide what is working for me and what isn't, because nobody actually knows the truth about me more than I do. Nobody can say truths about me that are deep and are honest as I can do it for myself. So maybe you're losing people because you are simply stuck at potential and not doing anything about the potential. You are just no longer aligned with what the other people are doing. The values are different. And it's okay to cut people off because they are no longer aligned with what you're doing. It's okay to let people go because you are simply looking for something different. You are simply trying to do different things for yourself. It's okay. Let go, detach. Let people go, make room for new things, create new habits, surround yourself with people who are aligned with the habits that you are now developing and who are aligned with what you're trying to get at. That's how you learn, that's how you grow. I'm Shadow, and this is Shadow Work.